We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPodcast.com. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. It's Hump Day, and we are coasting over that hump with you guys. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see you. Glad you're here, Blabs. What's going on today?
Oh, not a whole lot. There's absolutely no news today.
None. Ever.
None.
Never.
Tons, actually. It just happened right before we went live, so
yes.
yay.
The run sheet is always moving.
Always full.
People
Fat
don't realize.
and happy.
That's right. People don't realize that once one show ends, the next show begins.
I'm literally working on the next show whilst we're live. That's how it always happens, everybody.
It's a nonstop grind here on
Yeah.
Side Scrollers. That's right. Well, we're glad you're with us today, Blabs.
Oh, thanks.
There
Just
you go.
today.
Just
You did it the
today.
one time. Just for today. I'm gone
Right.
tomorrow, everybody.
That's right. Well, you can stick around. Stick around
Thanks,
for a little bit. Good. Joining us today, it's Wednesday. It's a wonderful day. It may be the best day.
The best
It's a
day
horrible Trump. It's Mally. Good to see you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Oh, is your day going the best?
Oh, it's going so great, honestly. Just super great.
The best day ever.
Yeah, best
No.
day ever.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, we're glad you're with us today, as always. Is anything going on new in your life you want to share?
No, just Trump. That's it.
All right. All right. Well, we are going to get into some Trump stuff today, and specifically how it deals with the gaming space, because there's a lot of cultural changes and things that are happening from a political standpoint that are trickling down and that will trickle down. We're going to get into those a little bit later. And people go, you guys only talk about this. Listen, this is world stuff that's happening. We're talking about stuff that directly impacts this. Shut up, whatever. If you can't see it, then I don't know what to do with you. But we are once again live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Do us a favor, follow over there if you guys are tuning in. Hello, all my rumblers. Did you see that they now allow, in addition to gifted memberships over on Rumble, they now pin to the top of the chat. So that's pretty cool. Rick did a good thing over there at Rumble. Rick's there, dude. Also, you could follow us over on X, which we will eventually get back to streaming on X. I got to talk to somebody over there. I've tried multiple times to get this thing going. I don't know. It's weird. We also have that Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so far some memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence upon you and your turkey sandwiches.
Oh,
Turkey
I
sandwich.
had a turkey sandwich before, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the turkey sandwich in January.
Very
Odd
neat.
choice.
What is there is turkey like a season thing?
Yeah.
Like-
you
What?
only have turkey like once. Like at least I only have turkey once a year. I don't even
You
like
never
turkey.
have cold cuts?
No, not really.
Are
And if
you
I'm gonna-
weird?
really?
Look at Mally. Mally's like dishonor on you. And
I
your
know. I'm like, we
sandwiches.
go to the deli. We go get everything.
Okay, you want to do this? Let's do this. Let's talk.
You're
Let's talk.
fucking weird.
No. Let's talk sandwiches. Turkey is not high on my cold cut list.
Oh, here we go. Not again. What have I
Alright.
done?
Listen, if I'm gonna have
Fully
a hot
Anakin.
sandwich, no, Blabs, you're gonna like this. If I'm gonna have a hot sandwich that has cold
Uh-huh.
cuts on it,
Sure.
I want some sort of like Italian sandwich, right? Blabs, I'm winning you over now. Okay, like the
Depends on what it
pepperoni.
is, because everyone seems to be in America thinking they know Italian food. So go on. Tell
Well,
me.
no, like the Italian sandwich is like your pepperoni and your salami and prosciutto, whatever it
It's
is. I don't know.
prosciutto.
That's-
I think it'll be bunt. I can speak a bunch too.
Yeah, that. So like that's like the number. If I'm tier ranking the sandwich, the cold cut sandwich list, that's probly number
Is
one. but
salami high on your list?
I do like salami. Do you not like salami?
I do.
Oh, okay, cool. We can be friends again.
No. Because you don't like turkey. What's wrong with you?
Turkey's mid. Like it's
You're mid.
no. Like turkey is it's not even like close in the it's not even in my top 10 of
You
sandwiches.
don't like turkey with like pickles and
Top
mayonnaise
10?
and stuff.
There are 10 others that you put before it? That's
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
that's a bit rough.
Are you American by chance?
Ham, roast beef, like go down the line.
You
Like,
put roast beef in your
Roasted-
sandwiches before turkey?
a hot roast beef sandwich? Are you kidding me?
I feel better now.
Removed. Exiled.
My
Oh.
blood pressure was spiking, and I felt really sick for a second there, and my finger just twitched on the mouse. It's like,
Oh, it's
so, weird.
you know,
But I'm
I think
getting the dirty looks, so all right.
You're so dumb.
No, I'm just saying turkey is mid.
I'll remember that when Thanksgiving comes back.
Yeah, everyone don't go to Craig's for Thanksgiving because he's just gonna make a
Apparently.
mid turkey.
Yeah, you
He's not
gotta,
even gonna serve turkey. He's just gonna serve ham or something. It's gonna be a cheat day.
no, man. I go get a big ass roast, big old meat. Rawr.
He just barked. Clipping-
Yeah.
I was like,
Tur-
oh my god.
I'm guessing you don't agree with my turkey take there, Mal.
I mean, look, the roast beef thing, I was like, all right, I might pick roast beef over turkey, but I would put turkey in my top 10.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
about
know.
bacon? Where does bacon stand with you?
Listen,
Number one.
bacon. Yeah, bacon is meat candy. You kidding me? Of course.
Zero?
Yeah, but
Zero.
I had to question you since turkey.
Yeah, I mean, bacon is clearly S tier.
Yeah,
Right? You
S
can
tier.
put bacon. You can put bacon on everything.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're weird, so
No. Okay, this is a great conversation for another day.
you
right?
don't even
Where-
like mayonnaise.
That's true. I don't like
lot of
mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise. I'm not one of them, but I know so many that don't.
It's so sad. There's so many of them that walk
Not like
along.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm not one of those. But it's
No,
like
it's-
there are places and times it's needed.
Yeah.
Well,
This
maybe
is just shit on Craig Day and his sandwich takes.
Apparently.
I'm comfortable with my opinions on this. one.
Subpar opinions.
He said he's secure in his turkey opinions.
I am. I'm totally listen. I'm
You're
43
secure in
years
your
old.
subpar
I'm very
opinions.
content with my meat picks.
Mid-meat.
All right, that phrasing.
All right. meat picks.
Opinions.
That's like a phrase for another show. Meat picks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like onlycraig.com.
We need to get savvy in for that. Meat
Oh
picks.
no.
Oh, that'd be feet picks.
Feetfinder.com.
All right. Anyways, we are live over on Kick as well, and you can find the show over on Apple Podcasts if I remember to upload it, which is great. You can also find us over on the Side Scroller Shorts channel, where I'm sure this will make its way over there, in totally edited format. Of course, the place we do want you guys to go to support, which we may find meat picks over on, is at sidescrollerspodcast.com. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff coming up here. Pretty much starting in February, I think, is where we're going to really do the big kickoff going into our third year here on Side Scrollers. We'll be laying that out for you guys. So head over there now, become a supporter. It's free to do so, but obviously the premium stuff is going to be behind the old paywall over there. Suckers! No, but seriously, please go support us. If you're new to the channel over here on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the nearly 115,000 just normal men, and do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button as well. We're off to a roaring start today, aren't we?
Wow.
Yep.
That's right. Wow. Oh yeah, let's go, Mountain Man.
Go.
I'm calling.
Weird.
You just coughed over Rachel Zegler. How do you feel?
I was trying to mute myself, and then
My
I went.
stomach flipped in the last 6 seconds. I'm not sure why. It might have had something to do with what was on the screen.
No, if I do it again, we'll have
Weird.
There she is.
gag.
All right. Well, we always like to start off the show with today in gaming history when we're not doing sandwich talk. But
Oh, I thought
so
we
let's-
weren't doing it today. I was like, but you really want to see today's?
No, I do. What do we got?
Oh yeah. Okay, January 22nd, everyone. We have Disciples or Disciples, whatever the fuck you want to say that word. I can't say this word.
Disciples?
Yeah, Disciples. For some reason,
Hold on.
Disciples.
Hold on.
I even had like Google yesterday read
It's gonna
out
be
loud
a
for
great
me.
show, guys. We're doing great.
I had Google and read it to me yesterday. I'm like, why can't I read this
Wait.
word? It's like one of those words you just can't do for like all of eternity.
I
There
don't
it is.
ever want to hear you talk about me not being able to read.
You
ever.
can't read though. There's a difference. I have trouble reading a word. You have trouble reading all the words.
Hey, listen. If you're a disciple of Blabs, make sure you guys listen up. She's going to continue on with Today in Gaming History.
All right, Dark Prophecy was released back in 2002. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball was released back in 2003.
All
And then
right.
we have Mario and Luigi, which I forgot to change the name. They're no longer needy streamer overload. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Brothers was released in 2016. The end.
Face.
I forgot to change the needy streamer, which is totally Craig.
She had one job.
I had like 7 jobs actually, and
One.
I just forgot to do one.
One job. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is why people tune in, huh? I'll tell you what.
But how about that extreme beach ball, huh?
Or volleyball, Blabs. One or the other.
Listen,
Yes.
beach ball is
it's-
kind of like volleyball, isn't it?
So DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball. Mally, I don't know if you've ever heard of this game before, but in the early 2000s, before people were scared to talk about boobs, and before all that stuff happened, and the censorship happened, and the video game industry shifted and realized that it wasn't all about it wasn't the whole 50-50 split that we've been sold. Which, by the way, I'm going to pull up a little piece of data on that in a little bit. We were brought games like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, designed for the male gaze. Here's a preview. This is the trailer, the North American commercial for Xbox for Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Mally, check this out.
Rated M for mature.
Whoa.
Play with a friend or play with yourself. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Tecmo. 100% games.
Okay. I mean, first of all, love it because like it obviously got my attention, but
She's
it was
gonna play
mainly
later.
the cutaways to the men that got my attention. I was like, okay, video game, whatever. And then the men were so into it, and then the voice that should have been on like a Victoria's Secret commercial came over. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
I mean, they did an excellent job with those.
that's so funny.
It's amazing.
There's a lot of physics going on in this game.
Mally's gonna go stream this later, actually.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
yeah,
Download it right now.
make some good money for this. DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball. They
It's funny.
just absolute classic right
Looks
there.
like-
That probably, most likely, if you were to go to one of those companies that was involved with it, they would distance themselves as game being problematic in 2025. So
Of course.
yes, not anymore, bitches. Let's go. Some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs.
I did not miss anything. I selected those 3 with a purpose.
Okay.
That's right.
Burnout Paradise. Amazing Burnout game from 17 years ago. Man, the Burnout franchise was awesome. God, that car racing game. Speaking of a fun franchise, released 17 years ago for the Nintendo Wii. No More Heroes with Travis Touchdown. Now, I don't know, Blabs, I know you don't know anything about this game, but one thing about this game was you, in order to save your game, actually had to go watch side scrollers. You had to go to the toilet, Blabs. That's how you save your
Wow,
game.
it's like part of our audience listening to us right now.
That's what I'm saying. That was the joke. is that we know that at any point, Mally, we know that 25% of our audience is on the toilet watching this. So
Mally's doing it right now. She's sitting on a toilet.
Didn't you know my chair is
Sitting on a
actually
toilet.
converted? Porcelain throne.
Exactly. It's portable.
Yeah.
portable. Wow. So yeah, that's good stuff from back in the day. Let's see, what other games do we have released today? No, you did good on the other stuff, Blabs. Good job. Way to go.
Are you okay?
What? I said you did good on the other ones.
I know, it's weird.
Blabs, you're all shit at your job. Way to go.
Thank you.
Is
I
that
feel
better?
bad.
Okay.
All right, we're okay now. The world's spinning again.
Okay. Hey, Fan Everton says, Asian, me, that lived abroad in the early 2000s and again for university during the late 2010s, the change from equality to DEI was so stark, painful. Well, thank you, Fan. Appreciate that. And congratulations on being Asian.
Hip hip hooray!
Let's go. Awesome, Fan. Thank you very much for your support. Jason says, French publisher and accessories maker Nacon said they expect the Switch 2 to be released before September and have games ready. I agree. I think that will definitely happen. They need to be ready to go for the fourth quarter. So, Ruddy says, I didn't have Craig as a sandwich shamer. Dark day.
It is dark times. I need the bell again. Shame. Shame.
Hey, I'm not shaming any sandwiches.
Shame.
I'm not shaming your sandwich.
Shame.
Sounds like you're not the one doing the shaming.
I know, right? Sure sounds. It's definitely been flipped on me.
Nah.
Grim says, did you see the Demon Flying Fox new AI parody song, Harry Potter, North Korean Wizard? And Blabs is quickly going to X to find that right now. Go
I
ahead.
should. I actually just saw this morning like an Italian one, and it was like on Italian of AI Harry Potter, and it's Hagrid saying you're a mafia Harry instead of you're a wizard Harry, and it was really good.
It seems funny.
Shut up, Craig.
Spartan says, shout out to Craig, Blabs, and Mally. Didn't y'all catch the epic performance from Disney legend Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah. He like many others, it looked like they are not many others, but Carrie Underwood, like it seemed like multiple of them had problems with their music at the animation,
tech
so they
support.
did it a cappella. So rock on.
Yeah, that's fun. Jagger Jack says, I hate mayo. I hate the taste. I hate the smell and all the sliminess. See, there's a man
Listen,
with culture.
Jack, Mayo doesn't like you back.
That's a
Jack.
word.
Sergey says, Craig Meat Picks is far from being hard news. Listen,
Ooh.
turkey's mid. Just saying.
I don't appreciate these comments.
You know the best turkey I've ever had, Blabs? Fried turkey. Fried turkey is the best turkey.
Sure,
can't
as long as you
decide
don't blow up your house.
It's true.
I can't decide if like living turkeys would be offended by what you're saying or grateful for what you're saying. Like, thank you, you don't want to eat us, or like, hey, we're delicious.
My neighbor has turkeys. One of them is named Fred. He's really loud and stupid sometimes.
Chop its head off. You should eat it.
No!
Ooh.
He's got to keep all of his
You don't even
bitches in
like turkey, what do
line.
It's annoying. Just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
Blabs-
well, like you'll be going for a walk and all of a sudden.
Right.
Okay, wait, that's good.
I didn't actually hear that, Blabs. What is?
I'm not doing it again.
When you walk,
No, don't do it.
when you're walking with the
That'll end up
turkey,
on X in 5 minutes.
the turkey does what, Blabs?
I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again, but it's true. Like you'll be going for a walk or something.
And it says what?
He makes the gobble sound.
Which sounds like what?
It's not happening again. Hi. Nope, I'm putting myself back now.
Wasp says, I've eaten deep fried sea conch and it tastes great. It's way better than turkey. Turkey is D tier meat at best. Wasp knows what's up. There it is. Thank you, Wasp. Appreciate that. Jonathan Bordeaux says a new AVGN game is coming out and it can be on an NES cartridge. Holy crap. Hey, Jonathan, tell me something I didn't know already. Let's go. I knew that. And if you watch the Real Game Awards tomorrow night at 7:00 Central Time, maybe you'll see something for it. Neon Suspender says, AFK, gotta go goon. All right, Neon Suspenders. Thank you for that. Pause says, hope all friends are well. Also, pause wave Mally. There you go. Albert with the Montez donation says, I don't like DEI, but how can POTUS 47 really end it unless he becomes an actual dictator and controls how people run the country? It shouldn't be up to the government, but our wallets. Well, we'll get to that conversation in a little bit. Mercenary says, not happy with yesterday, going to lose health insurance. Oh, bummer. Sorry, Mercenary. Epsilama says, I had too much sugar at free cough drops. And got a bad case of diarrhea. Now I'm eating plain rice and soup with bread.
So Epsilon Sama is watching us from the bathroom.
Yep. There's one of the 25%. There you go.
Fused Hitman says, for an Italian, Blabs has the most dull and boring food takes.
What? Because I like turkey sandwiches.
Shade.
Confused Hitman, you're mid.
Shade.
I'm confused.
Albert Nada Retro says, by the way, after his recent comments about Canada, POTUS 47 can kiss my ass. Okay.
Canadians.
You crazy Canadians.
Stay there.
Commodore fan says, y'all got to try donkey sauce on burgers and sandwiches.
What
I've
is
heard of
that?
donkey sauce. Look
Yeah,
it
what
up,
is that?
Blabs.
Yeah.
Just Google donkey sauce. Okay.
Anytime you encourage a Google, I don't know that I should indulge.
Oh, it's that guy,
Guy Fieri?
Fieri?
Yeah.
Him. He's got it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Let's see. Crispy rice cakes. Oh, it's a recipe. Hang on. I gotta read what the hell this donkey sauce thing is. Please hold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Impa says, I'd be curious. Have you folks checked out the trailer for Blood of the Dawn Walker? A bunch of Witcher 3 devs are behind it. I saw people talking about it. I didn't get a chance to see the trailer yet. Thanks, Impause. Corona Sol says, chicken greater than turkey, mustard is king. Definitely better than rotten egg whites, a.k.a. mayonnaise.
Anyway, so donkey sauce is plain old garlic, mayo, mustard, the big Worcestershire sauce, salt, and pepper.
All right.
Now we know. Raziel says, I'm sad to see fellow YouTubers like Razor and Smash going at it. What are the possibilities of both coming on here talk things out? So a lot of people have been like talking about this, and it's been, just to be clear, this is a small issue in the big grand scheme of things. And I went on Smash's show on Friday when I thought this was pretty surface level, and people then people started taking like personal digs at people, and I don't want to deal with that shit, right? The way I see it, these are grown-ass fucking adults, and these grown-ass fucking adults can handle their grown-ass fucking things themselves, right? And I'll gladly play mediator when it needs to be, but like grown-ups have grown-up conversations instead of, like I'd much rather talk with people than about people. So, I think that's on them to kind of reconcile whatever yip-yaps they have for them. And I don't want to get in the middle of all that bullshit, if I'm being totally honest with you, because I really don't care. So, yeah.
Also, if they really wanted to sort it out, they would do it themselves instead of bickering like little girls on Twitter.
Yeah. Highlander says, thank you, Blabs, for recommending Fry for the Harry Potter audiobooks. What is OOTB?
The Phoenix. Get good, Craig. And now I'm so upset with the movies. The audiobooks have been fantastic. Justice for Ron. I agree. Stephen Fry, UK narration.
Let me finish with one more thing about that, about getting people on. I have friends who have different opinions than me, and I'm fine with that, right? I don't agree with everything that one friend says over here. I don't agree with friends that say things over here, and I don't agree with friends that say things right here. But the point is that you can still be friends and not agree on things, and you don't have to just because you're not all in on every little thing doesn't mean that you can't still have a good relationship. But in this world of Twitter, where things are broken down into brief sentences or chopped headlines, or things are taken out of context, things can easily be skewed. That's why conversations should be had. So once again, grown up should have those grown up conversations. Kalichi Oki says, your boy copped a Dreamcast about to pick up Sonic Adventures. Nice. The Resident Evil trilogy on Dreamcast, and maybe whatever Dead or Alive is on Dreamcast after seeing that ad. Hey, let's go. I don't think Extreme Beach Volleyball is on the Dreamcast, but good luck with that. GTI Warrior says, turkey is trash.
You know, you're allowed to be wrong.
And Mo says, this turkey is delicious. Said nobody ever.
It's a bold statement.
Yeah.
I wonder how it'll play out.
Miku says, day of the rake soon. Thank you, Miku. And oh, there's Harriet Tubman.
Oh, let
Go
me
ahead,
do this. Tubby for 5 says, Blabs reading the Bible like Jesus and his 12 disciples. You goofy Blabs. Love ya. Gang, gang, Tubs out. Thanks very much,
Right.
Tubby.
And Mata says, you guys remember that guy eating a tub of mayo at the ballpark? I love
Ew.
mayo, but that was a bit much. Also, I like pickles. Excellent. Yeah, you know, let's find that clip real quick. Blabs, go get these last couple. And
Wait,
then
there's a
we'll-
dude way to tub him. Don't actually play that. I will be
What?
sick.
No.
So let's not. Let's just not. Dan says, I agree with the #1 Italian sandwich. Let's go. 2, chicken sandwich, trying to lose weight. And 3, a meatball sub.
All right, good picks.
Charizard. The Avatar. The only male gays left in any games are the ones making them, or troons that end up making failures like Dragonades. They'll hang it up at some point. Thanks very much.
Here you go, Blabs.
Oh, please don't do this.
Dude is being called Mayo Man after cameras caught him eating mayonnaise straight out of a giant jug.
No!
Oh
What
my god.
What are you doing?
I took it away. I'm disgusted by it.
What? Watch it. Enjoy it. Embrace it.
No.
You're just hanging out
Oh
eating some
my gosh.
mayonnaise.
That is such a large spoon.
I mean, that's you just having some mayonnaise. That's all.
I don't want to see.
Oh, that is
Blabs.
so uncomfortable.
Oh, I will throw up.
That is
What?
uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, they zoomed in on it.
Blabs, look at the mayonnaise on his stomach.
Oh,
Ew. Ew. Take it away. Even chat doesn't
know,
like it. Ugh. Hate you.
Oh god, that's awesome. Smash says Razor came at me unprovoked. I was just pointing out Max hypocrisy. It is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. It is what it is. 100%. King of the Monster says the fin sitter crap with the Gunnergate thing was whack. If it was an industry wokey, you would all handled it completely different yesterday. Okay. Once again, I have no dog in this fight. If that makes me a fin sitter, okay. Like, sorry, I don't have the opinion that you want me to have, or an opinion at all, because I don't fucking care. Python Bacon says bacon is the #1 meat. Accurate. Worthy One says, who do you think's a better shot at winning the World Rumble, Cena or Punk? It'll be probably Cena, with Punk getting. They've already talked about Punk being in the main event. So Miku says gives a new meaning to the term mayo monster. Oh, gross. And his boyfriend gave him that jar.
Fair.
And last one, Bellum says, finally got a chance to watch the stream, loving it so far, but turkey is obviously delicious. Bellum, you're wrong.
thank you.
All right. Okay. We've had a lot of turkey talk, and we appreciate your support. We're going to get every single direct donation, every single super chat, every single Rumble rant throughout the show. But now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment, friends. It's time, finally, for Hard News. All right, here we are. Listen, I saw this story and I thought to myself, we've been told to trust the experts for the last 4 years, 5 years. Hey, trust those experts. Now the experts, Mally, have delivered us with a new thing to trust. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how I can trust this, but I'm going to let you make the decision. Want to have better sex? Find a man who cries, sex experts say. The catch of a lifetime.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Bro, I didn't even click on this morning. I thought it was some like DEI shit or like some wokeism stuff. I was
Obviously.
expecting this.
Oh.
Wow. Where's Joy? Hang on. Joy.
A man who cries wrote this. A man who cries
Right.
wrote that.
Yeah,
Like,
Exactly. The sexpert just happens to be a total femboy, you know? He's like, oh.
Can you imagine this is what we have to say to the crying dude then?
Shut up, bitch!
Shut up, bitch!
In y'all's experience.
No,
We're not talking about that.
Okay. Okay. Just
Listen,
I mean,
I'm not gonna judge a man for crying because stuff happens, right? People pass away, things like that. I'm not gonna judge them, but I don't think it makes a difference in the bedroom.
right.
Fuck?
Crying in general is one thing. Being in tune
Yeah.
with your emotions, open to
Yeah.
expression is great. After certain or during or before around certain activities is
And not be crying.
not okay.
No.
No.
What the fuck?
Fuck no.
If you're crying, that means you're doing it wrong, I guess.
Yeah. You need therapy.
You need to sort your hat.
And Jesus.
Therapy.
oh man.
Well,
My dad died, honey.
Jesus Christ.
This is not a great time, sweetheart.
Was it good for you?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Wow.
On lighter news, I guess. All right. Sonic 4.
What
now-
a change in direction.
I don't know. Sonic 4 is set to release March 2027 in the theaters. So they've already announced Sonic 4 after the success of Sonic 3. If I recall, the first 3 movies have made $1 billion. So they're going for a 4th one here, which ironically, if they go to a 5th, they'll actually pass the official total of numerical entries in the actual Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Because I think there's only 4 Sonics officially in the franchise. There's not like a Sonic 5. So if they make it there, they'll have won, I guess. They'll win in the movies. So. Did you, Blabs, any interest in checking out Sonic 4?
Well, I've never seen the first 3.
Oh, okay. Well, then, no.
I know.
I haven't either, but I've been wanting to because I hear nothing but good things about them, and I liked the games as a kid. So, like, you know,
Yeah, it's been on my to-do list, but I've never gotten to see Sonic.
Yeah. Well, I know you go with what's working, and I guarantee they don't even have a script yet. They don't have anything. They just say, "Hey, we're going to send a bunch of money these guys' ways, and we're going to try to."
But I
rake
thought
in
they
a
did
little
have
more."
some sort of an idea because at the very end, I know that they've spoiler alert. There's somebody revealed at the very end, right before the credits roll, of Sonic 3, who's pretty important.
Of course. Well, I think they have an idea, but
They
they
have a
don't
broad,
script.
yeah.
Yeah.
They probably
yeah,
have
maybe
like
take it off the
a
game.
timeline, but they don't have like
Yeah.
a real script. Maybe.
what do you do when
Yeah.
you get to 5? Do you just start making shit up? Do you insist they make another game first? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we also have this from McDonald's of all things. Pokemon and Pokemon Pocket are coming to McDonald's Happy Meals. So the trading card game and
I actually think this is amazing. I love this. I love
Okay.
everything about this.
oh.
so we got this. This is from
Oh.
really hope I catch a Rayquaza. Okay. Order a Pokemon Happy Meal today and unlock Pokemon. All right, sounds good. There you go. So you get your Pokemon stuff for the McDonald's.
That's a terrible explanation, Craig. You're like, look,
What do you want?
no, you get like TCGs in your Happy Meal. Like that's freaking awesome,
That
dude.
is
I'm
so
a huge,
cool.
I'm a huge card collector, not Pokemon, but like if that would be for me, oh my god, I would go gaga. I don't even like McDonald's. I hate McDonald's, but I would go just to see what I could get. And plus,
Well,
the
you
little
sh-
box is gonna be collectibles one day. So,
Then you
That's true.
should. Then you
all
should
right,
go.
give me $10 and I'll go.
Dude,
To go to
McDonald's
McDonald's?
toys sell for
Yeah.
hella. Like, I have ones that are from back in the day when Monsters Inc. came out. I have all the little toys from that still. Those sell for
Mhm.
hella.
I have all the little Furbies from McDonald's from the 90s. Like all of
That's
them. I
cool.
was obsessed with Furbies as a kid. I think they're the cutest little things. So I have like a tote bin full of like little Furbies in my
Oh my
basement.
gosh, Furbies creep me out.
I love them. They're so fun. Furby
So-
trolls, those are my thing. And they are.
Wait, so you have the
Trolls were on my
McDonald's
list
Furbies?
of no Furbies and trolls.
wait, hold on, Blabs. You have the Furbies from McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Listen, I need you to just relax. Okay, because I looked on eBay to see how much you can get
They're worthless.
for a Furby.
Yeah.
Blabs, you just start rolling in. $4.49.
Yeah, they're
Blabs.
worthless. I
Congratulations.
literally bought a bunch of them from my friend and mailed them to him once. I was like, here you go, Merry Christmas, as a joke.
Hold on to your hats. Congratulations.
They're
Blabs.
so adorable. I love them.
They're so adorable. All right. Well, we got this as well from Sega. And Blabs wanted to, Blabs, I'll let you guide this story here about this Sega account system thing.
All right. Well, it's basically a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how like Sega would be rumored to make their own type of like streaming service. And I guess we were kind of correct, and maybe they're still going to be doing something slightly like that. But from my understanding, this is going to be like Nintendo Online, but it's with Sega. So you have all the games, you have things like that, and that's basically the gist of it. So I'm wondering if people are actually interested in this. As I say, it's like the same as Nintendo Online or the Ubisoft Connect. It's different from Steam. It's not with Steam. So I'm just kind of curious if people are going to even bother with this, or are they just going to stick with Steam? That's basically the summary.
I think if this hasn't been instituted yet, it probably, I don't know, this will probably be rejected as much as it possibly can be rejected. You know, I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot on this personally.
Sonic.
Go Sega.
Yeah.
You know who does? You know who does have something on this, which is once again sandwich talk. Sledmont came in and says Chicago Italian beef with hot Jira. Is it Jira? How do you say that, Blabs?
Jardiniera?
I think that's right.
A garden. That's garden.
Yeah, it's like a mix of stuff that you throw on your sandwich.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, it's. Anyways, I'm with you on that. Thank you for that. He says turkey is too dry. Right.
Cold cuts. Turkey cold cuts where it's sliced and very thin and juicy.
Matthew says, I really don't care what's happening in your sphere right now. All I care about is that Mally is, and I must donate money. Okay, well, Matthew, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Checks in the mail, Mally. Appreciate that, Matthew. And well, look, there's things that I care about in our sphere and things that I don't, and that's the reality of it. Says, thoughts on the Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance director crashing out with leftist arguments, and apparently an Ottoman preaching feminist and Henry being gay as an option is based. Yeah, that's been on our run sheet to talk about the last little bit. I don't know, it's kind of like a trending topic in the space. There was a lot of back and forth about this, and so just a little background. There's this game coming out, Mally, that is a sequel to a game from like 9 years ago, Kingdom Come Deliverance. And in the new game, you can be gay. It's a role-playing game. If you want to, you play this guy named Henry. And the game director, they've gone out of their way to be like, no, we're not woke, blah, 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 blah. And there's a conversation online about, this being woke. And the thing about it is like, apparently I saw a comment this morning that was made by the development team 8 years ago, where they said this character is a straight white male. And now they're kind of retconning that and being like, no, he's whatever you want him to be. Right. Whereas they previously said that he was straight and white or whatever. So, I don't know. I haven't really followed the story, to be totally honest with you. So I can't really speak. I've just kind of seen it from the periphery. I don't know, Blabs, have you followed that at all?
I've seen bits and pieces. I don't like the retconning. I never like retconning ever for any type of reason. That being said, for RPG games that like you can pick, the sexual orientation of your character, then that's always been the case. However, retconning when it was the case and it was supposed to be straight, that is correct. And no, I'm not for that. I don't agree with it. Stop changing shit.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's go to the our next little story here, which is the franchise that Sony really wants to make work, but everyone's rejecting to half court, is Horizon. And there was a Horizon Zero Dawn MMO that was being developed that has now been canceled. And I've never seen a franchise that has been pushed as hard as this one by really anybody. I mean, like they're trying to make this their big flagship IP, and they had like a really good first game, and the second game sold okay, but they're trying to do way too much with this way too quick. Mally, are you familiar with the Horizon franchise at all?
I feel like I've seen it a lot, but I've never looked into it. I just see it pop up a lot in the timelines.
Yeah. And that's kind of where it's at. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the first game, but I feel like they're just trying to do way too much, way too quick, and it's probably been out for, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it's a brand new game, but I know it came out on the PlayStation 4 era, and the PlayStation 5 is now 5 years old. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
So,
the remaster
they
for PlayStation 5 looked absolutely useless. I think it looks better on the 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
All right. We have this news. Oh, we have a little bit of breaking news here. Check this out. All right. We've talked about Assassin's Creed for a long time. This game shadows African-American samurai. I guess not really African-American, just a black samurai, because America didn't exist in feudal Japan. But the black samurai. And there's been a lot of controversy about this game. We talked about it extensively. And Ubisoft has announced that tomorrow, during our time slot, Blabs, tomorrow. Who's on our show tomorrow, Blabs?
Oh, Kersha.
Kirsch is on tomorrow? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that'll be
All
interesting.
Right. Okay, so I was going to say, maybe we could just sit down and watch this, because tomorrow there's going to be 2 hours of Assassin's Creed gameplay. Tomorrow morning, right during our show, with the game director. And as we pursue a high-ranking target and explore the Harima province. Okay, sounds good. There we go. This is tomorrow. And this was announced. And we have this from Pirate Software, which I'd like to get an actual update on this, Blabs. New Assassin's Creed gameplay announced, and the Ubisoft stock hasn't moved at all, which doesn't bode very, very well, considering this is supposed to be their big game. If we could have a live link for that, Blabs, that'd be great, instead of just a screenshot. So tomorrow we're going to have a little bit more on Assassin's Creed. Mally, have you what do you have any thoughts on the Assassin's Creed Shadows nonsense that's been going on with that and the delays? And
not really, no, because I'm not really big into those games. I just thought that it was kind of, bold of them to make that in general and push it so hard and act like it wasn't a problem. And now they kind of seem like they're just dropping the ball, trying to push along the snowball as it goes. And it's like, oh, okay, we'll just watch and see how this goes.
This is definitely a make or break thing for sure when it comes to Ubisoft. And it's definitely looking like it's going to be a break. So just so you know, Blabs, you pulled up the English one. Here is their bigger stock here. This is today. And you would think that if they announced that, it would be going up. Some sort of excitement around this. Their stock has
Nobody's excited for this.
Continued to fall. I mean, you buy the dip, I suppose, right? I mean, it's not the biggest of the dips, but it's still quite the dip.
September.
Yeah. That's when they announced the delay of the game. They announced the delay up until.
I thought they announced the delay in October, because it was when I came back from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
by the way, you're on a bit of like a
Here's
10-second delay, so I
Really?
think you need to
Okay,
refresh.
I'll
Yeah,
be-
you're pretty bad. I'm gonna hit some super chats while you refresh. Go
I'll be
away
right
now.
back.
Okay.
Go away now.
James says, Kingdom Come drama is overblown. The male romance option is something you have to actively go out of your way to get. And you have to get every dialogue option correct without missing, allegedly. Thank you very much. Dwight says, Grenagate to me looks like an inorganic drama that's been boosted by bot accounts and algorithms to get people arguing over pointless nonsense. No, it's also just monetizing drama farm. It's great. McLeod for 2 says, they did this a couple years ago. Grown men were fighting employees. Currently, Costco has to deal with fights over Pokemon. Oh, yeah, we shared that video, actually. It was from Costco. It was like just a tray of or a giant platform full of Pokemon cards just being stolen. It was a mayhem.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
insane. Noodles, celebrate my birthday by taking off of work and catching the show live. Love you guys and keep up the good work. Well, happy birthday to you, Noodles. And I think there's someone backstage to wish you a happy birthday, but he's moved somewhere backstage. Not you.
Birthday.
Get back, not you. Where is he? Where the heck? Where is he?
Not you.
Craig, where did you move him? I've lost Dan. Dan was supposed to sing. Shit. Oh, he found him. Here he is.
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
What are you doing? Why me? Happy birthday, Noodles. Thanks for always watching over on Locals.
Thanks, Dan.
One time, Bandcamp says Razor and Smash can fire it out on Local Live instead. Precisely.
That's like, once again, I don't care. I ask people like, "Oh, you guys pretend like you're not a drama podcast. You guys talk about Mercante, you talk about whatever." Like, I just don't care about this. Like, you guys, like, it's just people, and like, it's important to them. It's not important to me. So it is what it is. I know Savvy's big on this and whatever. So I don't care enough. And maybe someone will bring me some information that will make me care a little bit more, and then it'll make me change my tune. And I have the right to do that. But dude, I got other things to worry about. Like, with all due respect, I just don't care. So Matthew also came in with a free membership. Thank you so much. All right. Let's not make it weird. Mercenary says, seeing Razor and Smash and others fight hurts. We can't afford to be divided like this. We have people that want to conquer us. They will take advantage. I agree. Platform user says, really tired of hearing about the Gooner nonsense. One side shared their opinion on one thing. The other side has spurged out for a better half of a month about it. Also, hi, Mally, you're awesome.
Oh.
AC came in and says, I appreciate Side Strollers not getting involved in this Twitter slap fight. I still think Razor, Mel, and John at De La Rose are crashing out for no reason. The person looking the worst is John. Says, crying means someone screwed something up as a dom. Okay, thanks. Canal Devoid says, anyone else find it ironic that the authoritarian censors are calling gamers spurg lords? The old SJWs used that word shitlord instead. Perhaps it's the same side of the same coin. And Pause came back, says, before I depart for work, and I don't wanna, I will give a humble remedy for escaping off online riffraff. Animal rescue videos. Have fun, friends. Thank you, and Pause. Average weird guy. When Kimbeck says, average weird guy, if you're doing the dance right, no one should be crying. If your partner starts crying, then something severely wrong. Experts, that's right. Worthy One says, I already know Mally was having a field day during the inauguration.
You know it.
And Nathan says, Horizon Zero Dawn is overrated as fuck. It's just Far Cry 3 pretend to be The Witcher 3. Thank you very much. Los Angeles is hell on girth came in with the 10. Says, just some normal innocent support for some normal innocent men. Blabs, have you seen the I Have a Bad Case of Diarrhea song for learning English?
Unfortunately, I have.
It's highly entertaining. I have not, Blabs. What is this?
It's learning English. What was it, originally in Japanese or Korean or something like that? And they start singing how like they have a really bad case of diarrhea. Yeah. Okay. It's like learning English. Yeah.
All right.
It's fine. We can move on.
Sounds good. Sounds great. Sounds wonderful. Okay. Speaking of moving on, we will. We have this from PlayStation, a big announcement today from Insomniac Games, as their CEO is announcing his retirement. And this is kind of surprising news at the start of the year. Says PlayStation put this out. Says today, Insomniac Games CEO Ted Price announced his retirement plans. We'll miss you, Ted. Meet the 3 new co-studio heads of Insomniac Games in this introductory blog post. Let's start here real fast. I'm always extremely skeptical, Mally in particular, of when one person is replaced by 3. Just your general thoughts on that. Maybe I feel like that one guy was underpaid.
Yeah, no, it definitely seems like they are. I mean, there's pros and cons to all that, right? You're trying to split the the responsibility up so that maybe things get managed better. But also, are they going to get managed better? Because now you have 3 different people who are supposed to have one job title, and they're all going to just bicker and fight. So it really creates a confusing situation. That I would agree, that is definitely a concerning step to go from 1 to 3.
Well, we have an update from the PlayStation blog here, and we can kind of take a quick glance at this and how this would potentially impact Insomniac. And you wonder if this is going to be a too many chefs in the kitchen type of thing.
Right.
But the studio co-heads says, before we get into offering our perspectives on okay, blah 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 blah. Let's just kind of take a look at these folks here down here. This is Ryan Schneider, co-head Insomniac Games. I started my Insomniac career during the PlayStation 2 era in studio marketing and communications, quickly shifted my role to becoming Insomniac's first community director and helping establish the role within the PlayStation ecosystem. All right. So there's that guy. Let's see. We got this guy who's Jen Huang. Says, I joined our incredible studio 8 years ago as chief financial officer and head of finance. And our team has had my heart ever since. As part of our leadership team, I directly support our development teams across all titles, overseeing project planning, production strategy, business operations, resource planning, and co-development partnerships. Okay, so we got we got the community guy here.
Mm-hmm.
We got the finance
and then
guy
you got
here.
the money guy here. Yep.
Let's see who the last guy is here.
Yep.
Chad.
Oh, right.
One afternoon, I picked up a copy of Spyro the Dragon for research purposes. Hold on. One day, I picked up a copy of Spyro the Dragon for trademark research purposes. I'm guessing that trademark was supposed to be here, maybe? I don't know, but whatever. I was floored by its charm and attention to detail. Here clearly was the work of a team at the top of their game, and I wanted to learn their secrets. I joined Insomniac in 1998. Wow. Since then, I've had the honor to contribute to 5 generations of PlayStation as the environmental artist, art director, studio director for the Durham studio, and starting in 2017, the head of creative. Okay, so there we are. We have our community guy, we have our finance guy, and we have our creative guy.
Okay, so I see their angle, definitely.
Yeah, I do too.
For me, I feel like it's weird that the CFO is part of the CEO lineup, because normally a CFO is very comfortable not being in that lineup, and he's very fine being kind of just a step to the side, not even necessarily down, but just to the side of it, so that he's not. But making him one of the main 3 is an interesting move. I mean, at least they got all their bases covered, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense on the surface for sure, and I love that they didn't go outside of their company. These are people who have worked for Insomniac for a long time, so they get the culture. You got a guy who's been there since 1998. It's like, holy shit, man. You know, good for him. Good for him.
They have connections to the company personally, and that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I see some people, D-Sub says, seems like RIP Insomniac. All you can do is wait and see, right?
Yeah.
You just wait and see when it comes to this. So, all right, man, check this out. Peps came in and says, hey, side strollers. Hey, Mally. Craig, I'm glad you guys are not getting involved in other people's drama. Some things are not worth commenting on or having an opinion on. Peps, thanks, man. Appreciate that. And I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that, because there are people who like, you got to have an opinion on everything. And I don't care to have an opinion on everything. And I'm sorry that it doesn't fit your agenda or narrative. Like I said, I have friends on all sides of this, and it's not that I'm a fence sitter. It's just, I just don't care. And if that makes me a fence sitter, I don't really give a damn. Soundwave Superior says, what I really care about right now is the Real Game Awards and making games great again. Also, turkey, chicken, and bacon, S plus, and say no to mayo. There we go. Soundwave, thank you once again. The Real Game Awards will be tomorrow night at 7:00 Central Time. Tomorrow, we're going to be showing the intro for the Real Game Awards. It's going to be really great. So make sure you guys tune into that once again tomorrow night. At 7:00, it'll be right here on the Side Scrollers podcast channel, as well as on Rumble and on X. If I can get that X working, we'll do our best. All right, let's move on. We have this story. Look, we're about to get into like the shift that's happening in the world of entertainment and games and everything. It's a trickle-down effect across the board. But this is interesting because we just saw this headline before we went started. Blabs pulled this in, and I think this headline really says it all. Hollywood is now ready to work with Trump. You didn't hear
What?
Biden talking about how to help us, which Mally, I think your reaction says it all right here.
Yeah, because what?
Yes. Your initial reaction to that?
My initial reaction is, are you fucking kidding me? The same city that is the primary reason that my home state can never turn red, and y'all want to suddenly want to hop on the Trump train, huh? Okay, that's only mildly irritating. Not like we're still under a dictatorship governor over here or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a quote from here. It says, reversing allegiances is par for the course of the industry. In 2001, Beyonce performed at George W. Bush's inauguration with Destiny Child's, only to serenade Barack Obama with the 44th president. Took the office in 2009. Soprano star Drea Mateo says she voted for Biden in 2020, only to go full MAGA in 2024 after becoming disillusioned by the Democrats' push for COVID vaccine mandates. There is a bit of a shift. Hollywood is going to fall in line with whatever, because at the end of the day, it's a huge fucking industry and they still have to make money. So just as pragmatic, Iger, who is obviously Disney's CEO, must now pay respect to Trump. So too much must his former communications czar, Zinnia Mucha, the Disney alum known as Iger's secret weapon for dodging PR imbroglios, is chief brand and communication officer for TikTok and is running strategy behind the scenes. Industry observers could see her fingerprints when TikTok CEO, the CEO, thanked Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution after the Supreme Court upheld the lower court ruling that bans the China-owned app in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting, to say the least. I'm not surprised by this at all.
Yeah.
But this is just, it's one of those things where I think you're dealing with money, you're dealing with business, and that's what you're seeing with the big tech side of things. Whoever's in power, whatever way the wind is blowing, that's the way they're going to go.
Yep. That's why Zuck caved and all these things. Everybody's like, are they changing? It's like, no, they're following the money. That's all this is. It's not genuine. If it was genuine, they would have done it beforehand. And if it was really genuine, they wouldn't continue making decisions that they do. Disney's still going to host Pride Night. Disney's still going to up their prices, even if the economy goes back to normal. It's not, this isn't indicative of a betterment of Disney. It's just indicative that they're trying to make money, like you said. It's not surprising.
No. Blabs, you got anything on this idea that Hollywood is flip-flopping?
Oh, they're flip-flopping because they got caught. That's literally it. They got caught. They're losing money. They have unimaginative people, creatively bankrupt. So now they're like, well, we're totally fine with you now that the tide is turning and everything. But after X amount of years, we're like, no. So I'm kind of gonna wait and see who actually is like, yeah, you're fine, and forgive them. And I just think they'll also be snakes as well, like the ones forgiving them, like, oh yeah, no, it's about business and money here. So I'm not really for it.
Right.
Get fucked. Basically.
Fair.
Well, I think most people can see right through this shit, for sure. Yeah. All right, let's go and move on. This was speaking of like things that are happening in the government and the kind of the trickle down effect. I wanted to talk about this because I hadn't really thought about this. We saw yesterday or a couple days ago, the United States has officially recognized, this is just stupid to even talk about, that there are only two genders, male and female.
Oh no.
And this is actually a great question. How will this policy influence the video game industry? I think that's actually a really good question to ask, and I think that's something that we should make some phone calls about and ask how Activision will handle this when you're dealing with development of a game. How will EA handle this? How will all these different companies handle this? Because, and I've said this once, I'll say it a million times, the video game industry was the first to go crazy. It'll also be the last to go sane. And because it is hyper progressive, super lib. We're talking about San Francisco, we're talking about LA, these places that their worldview is shattered right now. So you wonder when you're making games for an international audience, because they are, but you live in a company that is, live in a state that has this idea, this crazy idea that boys are boys and girls are girls. How will that affect these games? I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that, Mally?
Oh, it'd be great if we went back to the Wii era where there was only male and female options, because I mean, kind of like what Blabs was saying earlier. Like, sure, if you want to, make your character in an RPG gay, if you want to say that they're gay, sure, go ahead, whatever. It's your just do whatever you want. But to make it such a prominent thing in the games is what people got tired of. And so I would love to see what games are gonna, kind of like during the pandemic with the masks and all that. It was like, I just won't return to the businesses that piss me off enough. I just won't play the games or give money to the companies that want to continue to push ideology that clearly the rest of the country is not on board with anymore. It's not the popular thing right now.
Well, it's funny that you said Activision, Craig, because if you remember, Activision doesn't give a flying fuck about their female employees anyway, concerning all the sexual assault and the suicides that happen there. So to be honest, I don't think Activision gives a fuck one way or another about this whole two genders if they don't even give a shit about their female employees.
True.
Should we tell him?
Yeah, I was just pondering to myself over here. I think we should make some phone calls, and I think it'd be good to get an official statement on how these companies plan to handle that. Like, will there be a body type A, body type B?
Right.
Are we still going to do that bullshit? It's like, oh, because I really feel like in 50 years we're going to look back on this and be like, what the fuck was happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bothersome that in a video game, in a place where people are supposed to escape to, we have to still play around with the politics and the political correctness. That's the part I think that pisses me off the most. If it's an RPG, do whatever the fuck you want, but everything else that should just be normal shit should just be normal shit. It doesn't need to be, like you said, body type A, voice A. It's like, no, we can hear the tone in those. Just say male and female because we know what the fuck you're saying. You're overcomplicating it, honestly. And it's annoying. It's annoying to read as a woman that knows I'm a woman, knows I'm a woman. I am offended that I'm labeled as a type A, voice A. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, like, that's got to offend you in some way, shape, or form. It pisses me off. And does it piss you off that you're body type B?
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, because I'm obviously we're under the male option, right? Oh, and we're always made ugly in the games. That's the part I think that above it all, fine. If we're too afraid to say the words, fine, whatever. But now you're gonna ugly the women. You're gonna actively make them less attractive. For what? We've said it before. It's to make the ugly people feel better.
You know what's actually gonna be really interesting? And I can talk about this with Mally because she's a big Harry Potter fan. But Hogwarts Legacy 2. That's in development. And you remember, it was like body type A, B, voice A, B, but they had all that thing with the voice actors saying, we just don't like J.K. Rowling. She's an istinophobe and there's more than two genders. But then it's like, you can be a witch or a wizard. So now going forward to Hogwarts Legacy 2, I'm like, what are we going to be doing here?
Yeah.
There's only two genders, chaps. What's up?
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to address that. No. I love seeing those kinds of people, the ones that are obsessed with Harry Potter but hate J.K. Rowling. It's so funny. I make fun of all of them. There's influencers who are like, I'm going to go to Harry Potter World, but I don't support J.K. It's like, bitch, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You're actively doing it.
Anytime something happens, they're just quick to jump down her throat and be like, you did this. It's like, she has nothing to do with Scholastic.
Yeah,
that's a U.S. publishing company.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. You did this. Go die. It's like, okay. Yeah, they're insane, Craig. I have like a list of just crazy people in a document.
We should have them on the show.
No, I'd rather not.
Oh.
Put them all in one room and then leave. Just
lock them. Just so you can fight for themselves.
Jubilee has a very successful channel based solely off that idea of getting a bunch of people in a room and just letting them
love
talk.
Jubilee. I love Jubilee. I love them a lot. Yeah.
All right. But also, today is actually a very big day. Very big day. As of yesterday, every government agency was ordered to begin closing all DEI offices, effect today, 5 p.m. That's great. That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a wonderful thing. Now, on the surface, that sounds great. And you can see here, there's a lot going on here. It's an agency-wide notice to employees informing them of the closure and asking employees if they know of any efforts to disguise these programs by using coded or imprecise language in a template agency-wide notice. So that's the thing, is they're also covering the idea that, like, hey, you can't just like fake this. You can't put it another name. And that is something that that is being thrown out there. This was also thrown out, the idea that an NSA whistleblower alerted me that the NSA is attempting to hide their DEI program by renaming it the Equal Employment Opportunity and Accessibility Group. So as you can see, training is the same, and within it, you'll find the DEIA as tradecraft. So people are definitely trying to work their way around this here.
Classic liberal move to run away and hide and be scared instead of trying to face it and, you know, I don't know, fight for it, make it a point. If you actually believed in this shit, then you'd think it would be worth it.
Right. And, you know, we've been hearing about this for a good while, actually, specifically from Kirsha, who will be on the show tomorrow.
No, she won't.
She said, oh, Kirsha won't be on the show tomorrow?
No, you messed up. We'll talk later.
Oh. I fucked up? Okay, well,
yes.
That's fine. All right, well, whatever. Then Kirsha won't be on the show tomorrow, but she'll be on soon. With Trump announcing his executive order to remove DEI from government and wanting reports of shifting language, this week's Bridge Smart Brief is a bit on the nose. He's rooting it out federally. We need to gut it from the private sector as well. Stay vigilant. This is, you know, just kind of the rebranding, the dueling messaging of DEI here that you see. The promotes racial healing. So you can see this. Well, this is the back.
Racial healing is the strangest phrase I've ever heard. What are you healing from? Fucking pansies? God.
Maybe they consider it as burns.
Yeah, they're healing from like what? It just makes me think like, what? Did you get
skin
suntanned or something? Are you scared of? Yeah, like what are you upset about?
I don't, you know, I know there's going to be, like, this is people's livelihood, right? So they're going to do their best to conceal it as best they possibly can, because they got to keep the grift going, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it is kind of what it is at this point. So, but Kirsha's right, man. When DEI being rebranded as Bridge, and, you know, but it is interesting to see these companies say the right thing while pushing a different narrative behind the scenes. Yeah. So, and then we have this here. This is actually kind of I'd say this is a pretty big deal. We've talked about this guy on the show before, Brendan Carr. He is the chairman of the FCC, the Federal Trade Commission. I'm sorry, the Federal Communication Commission. That is the same organization that runs, you know, that's responsible for what goes over the traditional TV airways. Said yesterday, President Trump issued an executive order to end the government's promotion of DEI. Today, as chairman of the FCC, I am ending the FCC's promotion of DEI and will focus our work competently carrying out the FCC's statutory mission. So he sent out a press release about this, limiting the promotion of DEI from the FCC's strategic plan, eliminating the promotion of DEI from the FCC's budget. So you can see them just dropping everything like flies. And you know, what really comes of this is, I think it goes back to what we're talking about with Hollywood, is it comes down to money. They won't receive any funding if they continue to push this nonsense.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, great. What happens in 4 years? It's all going to just come swarming back, you know?
Well, we'll see. I think it depends on how well things go the next 4 years. You know, that's true. If it goes great.
Maybe they'll actually learn something.
Yeah. That's going to be the real interesting thing, is in 4 years, really like 3 years from now, when the election cycle gears back up, are we going to be dealing with people who got fat and happy, and then they're like, oh, everything was so great, everything's so wonderful, and they forgot how shitty it was, you know, and they, you know, what's the old saying about hard times create strong men, whatever, and good times create soft men. It's like, you wonder if that's going to happen, because you can see there's a lot of people who have forgotten just 5 years ago and how fucked up that whole thing was with COVID. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think that there'll be? You think people? I think people will definitely forget. People are stupid.
Oh yeah, no, like humans in general like to they like to, I mean, it goes back and forth with things, but they like to forget the bad. Generally, we like to forget the bad and hang on to the good. And so people are going to want to move on, especially because it's not required to do any of those things anymore. The only people that are actually still holding on to that are the ones that have directly suffered from it and were attacked for standing up against it. And now I think exactly like you said, they're going to forget it. We're going to move on. We're all going to get really happy and complacent. And we're going to go back to being the conservatives and the right side that we always have been, that just let ourselves get stepped on. I think that the red wave that occurred back in November that brought us to Trump's presidency now was so rare, sadly, because it had to be so pushed and encouraged. People had to really, on the right side, be told, like, you're going to lose everything that you know and love if you let them win this. And that's what the left is trying to say. I always find it funny whenever they like say the exact same shit that we're saying. It's like, how do we not hear that we're all saying the same shit, y'all? How do you not seek common ground when you hear us having the same complaints? But regardless, they definitely, I feel like, are going to go back to being the complacent, content, happy little conservatives that they always are. And that's why I've been mad. That's why I've been mad since freaking 2019, before COVID even started. It's like, no, I'm tired of being the doormat. I am tired of just being accepting of everybody else's bullshit. There are two genders. That is fact. That's not that's not even up for debate. If you feel different, then you admit that you are mentally ill. That's your problem. That's not mine. So all these things are just such basic facts that it shouldn't be a debate.
You wonder if YouTube's gonna, like, are you gonna get in trouble on YouTube now for misgendering people? Are you gonna get strikes for saying the mean
Sorry if
words?
this video gets taken down, guys.
Yeah, right. Just something to think about. All right, we got some more stuff here. We're gonna get something right up Mally's wheelhouse here in just a second. But first, Ian came in with the €25 money. Says Hollywood don't just need to make money; they like to just don't need to make money. They like to make money. Any political weigh-in is performative, no matter which way. Correct, Ian. Yes. Yeah. Brett came in and says, Blabs keep blabbing, Craig keep stuttering, and Mally keep smiling. Hope you all have a great rest of the week. Hey, thanks, Brett. Appreciate that greatly. You guys, your sport's outstanding. Joey says, if Sega manages to implement their subscription service correctly, they can pull it off. Sega has a legendary catalog of games that a lot of people would love to access. Be interested to see how that comes together for sure. All right, we're getting to every Super Chat, Director Nation, Rumble Rant. But first, let's get to this story here. We've talked about Epic Universe quite a bit, Mally. The new theme park coming from Universal, and it is opening coming up in May, if I do believe. I think it's May 15th. Is that right?
I think it was 25th. It was right before my birthday.
All right, so we definitely want to get out there and check that out when it opens up. But so do a lot of people. But they have actually opened the hotel before. I don't know if you've seen this. It's Universal's Stella Nova Resort is now open. So you can see this right here. They got a full trailer. Let's go check this out.
A whole trailer, okay.
This is our time. This is our time. This is our night. Do you feel it?
And I'm going to turn that down because we're going to get flagged. No, there we go. Here we go.
I love that ceiling. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm a fan of like that look.
Galaxy stuff.
Disney had that for a long time.
Is really cool.
Yeah.
It's actually a great theme if you think about the new Epic Universe with the 5 different lands and the portals to take you to those lands, and then like it's galaxy themed in this hotel. It's great.
It's actually a very well thought out concept, and it's understandable why people are saying this is going to challenge Disney, because it's very thoroughly thought out. It's not just like, oh, throw a thing here, We're the movie people. It's like, no, there's a little bit of a story connection here. Now you're staying in a realm. That's dope.
It looks like something out of the Jetsons, like some futuristic looking thing.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about like the modern, super duper modern stuff, but like it's pretty cool. It is cool.
It's almost reminding me of like Wall-E, but like from where Eve is at, like from the ship, where all the new kind of like it's cool.
Well, we have this. This is from Lorena, who's been on the show several times. Lorena has the actual line for the check-in line right now over at Stella Nova. It's quite big. A lot of people looking to get checked in. So thanks, Lorena, for that. But
that's cool.
A lot of folks looking to get in, get going. Kind of odd that they're. I guess it's kind of like a soft launch considering the theme park.
It might be like PR too. She might have been invited.
Maybe. Now that Access Media, huh? Tell you what.
Yeah, damn it, Lorena, hook me up.
Blabs just wants to be in the Access Media.
No, I just want to go to the theme park.
I know. We all want to go to the theme park.
Someone else made a good point. The Galactic Star Cruiser from Disney should take notes. Ooh.
Man. Well, what a damn shame that was, huh? The Galactic Star Cruiser. Oh,
a complete letdown.
Jeez.
Millions lost.
I think it was like $1 billion. Wasn't it $1 billion?
It was very,
and
very,
it was so
very
short-lived, and now Epic Universe is just gonna pick that up and carry it over here.
They're not gonna ride you around in a box truck. That was so fucking funny. That box truck moving it from people around.
Sad.
It's great. Not sad is Marco Reality, who came in with a $50 super chat. Says Mally's right. We're gonna forget the absolute shit show that happened when the D's and Rhinos got control, and they're going to invent some non-problems, and we'll take back power in 4 to 8 years. We need to not let that happen. Don't let people forget. Yes, and I think Mark, we have a much better opportunity to do that today than we did even 4 years ago. I think social media is so much stronger, so much freer than it was then, and you can say pretty much whatever you want. Obviously not everything, but for the most part, there are some repercussions. But and I know Jeremy D-Day Cobra said this. He said like Elon Musk buying X is going to be looked at as one of the most crucial purchases in modern history, and really game changing. Because if you think about that, just from where we're at today, 3 days into this new administration, would we have gotten to this administration had Elon Musk not made that purchase?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah. I mean, truly game changing. Truly. Speaking of game changing, we are 14 yellows into our goal of 20, so we can get to Montez today with his massive suplex. Let's go and get there. We are 6 away from getting.
I want to see the Montez so bad, dude.
Montez, that's right. All right, let's move on. Okay, we got this. This is interesting. I am amazed that we still are talking about this company, and this company being Sweet Baby Inc. There's so much here, and another victim added to their chart of absolute abject failure. And let's go start off here by talking about how they failed. And this company, Reflector Entertainment, they are the people behind the game Unknown 9. Now, if you didn't play Unknown 9, you are part of the in crowd because nobody played Unknown 9. This was an original IP that was put out, and it was a game, right? But a lot of money was invested in it, and the main people behind the story was Sweet Baby Inc. And their involvement with this game more or less crashed it. People go, "Oh, there was no marketing behind it." Well, it's because they knew it was going to suck. Right. But this came out earlier today from Reflector saying, "Today I informed our team that I made the decision to not greenlight further work on a future project that was in conceptualization phase and thus terminating this development line. Continuing this project would have not been sustainable for the future of the studio. Regrettably, this also means there will be redundancies following this decision. This decision correlates directly with the failure of the studio's ambitious and courageous first project, a new IP with a rich transmedia universe. The performance of this release didn't come near the company's expectations after numerous timeline adjustments and investments, both financially and other. And we didn't warrant any further exploration, and it didn't warrant any further exploration in this universe. Unfortunately, this also affects back office staff, bringing the support teams in line with the single project approach the studio will adopt for the imminent future. Where possible, staff will be assigned to this project based on the existing Bandai Namco IP, which is shaping up very well. Reflector Entertainment will be providing adequate severance packages, extended health benefits for affected staff and families, continued access to emotional, mental, and such a California thing, continued access to emotional, mental health, and counseling services, and finally, proactive career planning support to help them setting up for future success. All right, so that's where we're at. That's from Herv, the CEO of Reflector. Thanks, Herv. Look, maybe I'm just from a different era. Well, what the fuck is emotional, mental like health and counseling services? Like, is this a new thing that I just?
When you said it's a California thing, that made me laugh because obviously born and raised here, I could just be a little numb to it. But having had to get, half dozen jobs in this state and deal with all of these trainings and these seminars that you have to go to on a regular, it's not just like hiring process. It's like a regular thing. And every one of my friends and families had to do it too. It is very common here to be tiptoeing around everybody. They will not use any kind of certain language with you in the process of any of it, really. Once you have the job, once they're hiring you, they tiptoe constantly. It is awful. It's hell, truthfully.
I think we've grown a lot as a society, right? With the whole idea of identifying mental health, specifically like when it comes to getting your brain bashed in from like concussions and stuff. I think we've learned a lot about that over the last 20, 25 years, right? Probably good things, right? But what kind of like just the idea of like you get fired, so you need counseling for that?
They'll do that. They'll do that. And then the companies like have to pay for it and cover it. They'll cover your therapy. If you feel like your boss fired you for a bad reason, they'll cover your therapy or something. There's so much bullshit that goes into coddling people. It's like you said, I'm all for mental health. I'm all for, keep yourself out of depression, keep anxiety away, be healthy. A lot of that mental health, though, goes with physical health. If you get up and you exercise and you go outside and you touch some grass, your mental health will benefit from those things as well as your physical health. So acting like we need to be such caretakers for emotional and mental health, it just pisses me off. It's like, no, emotional health comes with mental and physical health. Don't be a baby. That's my advice.
I don't, like I said, maybe it's just I'm from a different generation. Blabs, how important is mental health and all that stuff for you from I don't know, like.
I mean, I guess, are we all in a different generation? I'm Gen Z.
Yeah.
I don't even know what is the cutoff.
I don't know.
96 for Gen Z and on.
I am 96, so I don't know. Am I in there or am I not? I'm right.
I'm gonna Google it.
I don't know anymore. It's always different. Yeah. Listen, mental health, yeah, very important, especially when you work online all the time. Yeah, 100% important. But therapy and everything for being fired?
Yeah.
I get therapy when you go through something traumatic like assault or loss of a friend or family or things like that, like actually traumatic. You lose your home in a fire or something. Traumatic as fuck. Losing a job like McDonald's? I don't think that's traumatic. No, I'm sorry. I just think you're a little wuss. Our fanny.
Go ahead, Mal.
Oh, sorry. I like to watch these financial audit shows. It's really educational and stuff. And you get to see a lot of these types of people who are struggling with these kinds of things in their life. And their excuse every time is the same. It's, well, I was just having a really rough time. Okay, what does that mean? Because this guy digs into him, or the people I watch dig into him. And he's like, okay, what does that mean? What's a hard time? And they're like, well, I lost my job. Okay. Did you go get another one? Well, no, I was really sad about it. They just sit and wallow. They don't get up and have a life. They don't move on. They just wallow in self-pity and go, oh, woe is me. The world must help me. I mean, give me my handout. Like, that's what they're there for. That's what they think.
And it's amazing because I think of and I don't know this for a fact, but I think about these situations where you got these people who are working these in the video game industry, right? One of the most coddled industries there is. I've seen it. It's everywhere. You're provided snacks and food and you like, it's like going to a campus of fun. It's like a fucking playground all day, right? Yeah, I'd be sad if I got that taken away too. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go into a deep depression. Like, you got, at a certain point, you got to get your ass up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too fucking hard for this shit. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
no, I don't think that people are being raised in really these days like kids are being raised, because it's most of the time, unfortunately, my fucking generation, which is why I'm constantly angry, because I'm always looked at as like, oh, you're one of those, and it's like, trust me, I'm not. So many of them are babied, and I don't really know who to blame. Is it the parents? Is it them? Is it society? Maybe it's a little bit of everything, but they were, for some reason, coddled all the way up into adulthood, and now you're getting these early 20s, mid 20s, late teenagers, fresh adults who think that if they just whine loud enough, they'll get what's handed to them. I mean, that must have been the kid that mom came running every time they screamed. Were you never forced to cry yourself to sleep? Like, get over it, go help yourself, stand up. Like, and I know a lot of people who did have that exact experience. Their parents just handed them everything. Every time their phone broke, mommy and daddy bought a new one. Every time they needed a new place to live, mommy and daddy found it. New car, mommy and daddy got it. They don't take care of themselves, especially here in California. Oh my.
Well, these people need that mental health, because they've all been, well, not all of them, but most of them have been let go. Well, just a quick reminder for this game. This is the game we're talking about here, Unknown 9 Awakening, the cinematic trailer here. I'll say this game had some interesting ideas associated with it. This idea of essentially teleporting into other people's bodies or something. It was interesting, but it just didn't resonate with people. They tried to go like the super diverse route. If you look at the character here, she's just kind of like bland, power woman. Like, it's just, it is what it is. It's very Sweet Baby Inc. That's what it is. It's very Sweet Baby Inc., which once again, they were the people behind this game, original IP. And now it's gone. And these people have moved on, and they have to get all their mental health because they don't have jobs anymore. But this to me is such a bigger question here. Because when you look at their Steam charts and you look at the number of people who are playing this game, there are 12 people playing this game right now on Steam. Unknown 9 Awakening, 12. 24-hour peak.
Wow.
All-time peak, 285 people. This is, I would consider this a AA game, right? 285 fucking people. And let's not forget, there were people who got this game for free for buying a graphics card. Like, they got the game for free. So out of that 285 people, how many of them actually paid for it?
Yeah.
But this got me thinking today. And I posted this over on X, and I'll just kind of read this as is. This is a legit question with zero snark at all, because I'm genuinely curious. Literally every single game Sweet Baby Inc. has touched has failed miserably or underperformed. But according to reports, despite these failures, they haven't that hasn't cost them any work within the industries. If I'm a studio head or a CEO of a company, it's my job to do what's best for the business and look out for the track record or of the success of the contractor has, or in this case hasn't had. How can a company that has a zero track record of success continue to get work? Is it strictly an ideological thing? Is this a case of ideology over profits? You can disagree with what Sweet Baby Inc. has done as a company all you want, and say they shouldn't be hired to do that all you want. That's fine. But if you look at it strictly from a business decision, working with them doesn't make any sense at all. It's been failure after failure after failure with this company, and they still get hired. And it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
No, it's all about narrative.
You think so?
It has to be. When you don't make money, we were just talking about all of these businesses that are so hardcore on the wokeism, jumping on the money train because they know where it's at right now. Why aren't they? It's because they're obviously stuck, and they feel that this is what they need to do. They feel they need to push this narrative no matter how much of a debt hole they dig. And I mean, I would love to know how much they've lost making every game that they've made, because it is a loss.
Oh yeah, they got destroyed. Blabs, you wanted to talk about this today. Did you have any thoughts on this situation?
No, like just like the general things. My thoughts are the same as yours and Mally's. It is sad because listen, more layoffs. Layoffs are not the great. They're not fun. Let's be real, but I kind of feel like it's necessary at this point. If everything's going so wrong and all these industries are just so bloated with corporate junk, and then what's gonna happen? Layoffs. So there's your answer. More layoffs are coming, and I don't expect like it to slow down this year. Actually.
Well, we have this, obviously, our gaming industry layoff sheet here. You can already see there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 layoffs in 2024 so far.
And we're 22 days in.
Yes. So.
And this actually isn't including everything so far either. So there's still more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is, I just don't get it. I don't understand how this works. And SNK fan says Sweet Baby Inc. or Sweet Bankruptcy Inc. That's the thing about this that I just truly don't understand. How can you keep hiring these idiots?
I mean, there's got to be somebody who's pumping obviously, right? Because or else they wouldn't be here like straight up. That's just how it works. Somebody's pumping the money into this. Somebody that we don't know. Like who's in charge of Sweet Baby Inc?
Right. Well, at a certain point, you got to look at this and be like, who is pumping that money in there, and how are they getting that money? You know.
Yeah, I would love to know.
Speaking of money, Snapple Rai came in with the 10, says I haven't super chat side scrollers in forever and need some Montez in my life. So here you go. Hey, great to see you, man. How are you? Ian came in, says application forms only need one question to cover psychology. Are you mental? Nathan says, as a reminder, they gave Unknown 9 away with graphic card purchases and still couldn't get people to play it, all because they were involved with SBI. Correct. Also, we have Dogsplain says, I'll take the bait. Guy with, quote, research in his bio was referring to his alone time activities. Does not belong in professional documents. So bad omen. Thank you, Dogsplain. Goji says, these training meetings are the equivalent of the 2 minutes hate from 1984. Big Brother is always watching. Also, for Montez. Hail chat. Thank you, Goji. And Spring Mage says, for the Montez. Well, friends, we are there. We got there, Mally. We got to our 20.
I'm ready.
Spectacular. Let's see. We have you get to pick where Montez is going to go today. Does he going to go to the moon? Is he going to go to Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, Super Mario Brothers, or Dustborn? We have multiple choices for Montez.
Am I picking or are they picking?
I'm
picking. Oh, okay. Super Mario.
Let's go.
Bitch!
Oh, bravo.
Is my favorite.
I love that one. Oh.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
That was
great.
awesome.
Great stuff right there. All right. Okay, where are we at right now? Oh, I wanted to get to this last story here before we go. This is I saw this and we'll get to your super chats in a second, but I saw it. Okay. Mally, have you heard of Marvel Rivals at all? Have you been following this game at all? It's one of the biggest games right now in the industry.
I feel like y'all introduced me to this last time I was on. I got it mixed up with something. So yes, I have heard. I've been interested.
Okay, so Marvel Rivals is a game that is blowing up, and the characters in it are modeled super masculinely, super femininely. They look awesome, right? That's
a shock.
yes. When you look at just some screenshots of this, like everybody looks super fucking swole, and they all got big old boobs, and
that looks sick.
Yeah, it's really cool looking, right? And
Okay.
it's performed very, very well.
Mantis? Okay.
But some people have had an issue with this. This comes from our friend Vera Dark. Marvel Rivals is stuck in the dark ages, racist, sexist, and tone deaf.
What? Okay.
I'm going to try to read this as best I possibly can.
Here we go.
It's 2025, and Somehow, Marvel Rivals feels like it was designed in 2005. How is a game with Marvel's budget and reach this tone deaf? Where is the representation? Where is the inclusivity? Instead, we're stuck with the same old lineup of characters, most of whom are white dudes, while diverse and groundbreaking characters from the Marvel Universe are either sidelined or completely missing. And don't even try to tell me they're saving them for future updates. That's just code for we don't care about diversity unless it makes us more money. The women in this game are either over-sexualized or treated like afterthoughts with the weakest abilities and the least relevance to the gameplay. And let's talk about the voice lines. Who approve these cringy, outdated stereotypes? It's not hard to make a game that respects its audience and the source material. Marvel's entire fan base is diverse, but this game completely ignores that in favor of pandering to the same tired cliches. It's lazy, it's offensive, and it's embarrassing for a franchise that claims to be about heroes for everyone. Insane.
Good accent. I think you nailed them. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God. First of all, 2005 was a great year. So whoever wrote that can go shove that up their ass. Second of all, the first character on those pictures that you were showing me that I was intrigued by, besides Mantis, because I saw her in one of them, was Storm. I was like, oh, she looks awesome. So what the fuck? None of that is true or good or right. I haven't even played the game, and I can tell you it looks better than that. What the fuck?
oh my gosh.
And yes, Marvel does have diversity already, and they are using it. And what? Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of where we're at right now with this. Blabs, your thoughts on that?
I do have one thought, but actually Rizzo will say it best.
Titties.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Oh,
By the way, how the mighty have fallen. I'm just tuning into this, and maybe I'm wrong here. Ninja is streaming this game over on YouTube. How many people do you think Ninja has watching him right now on YouTube?
He do a lot of Fortnite, right? And he's the one who used to get paid like millions per month, right?
Yeah.
Huh. So. Okay, so it's not Fortnite. So are you saying Mighty have fallen? I'm assuming it's gonna be a lot lower.
Yeah. So he's streaming right now.
5,000?
He has 23 million subscribers over on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many people do you think are watching Ninja right now? Let's play the Price is Right game.
Like 5,000?
I was going to say 100,000 just based on numbers.
Right now, Ninja playing this game has, with 23 million followers, has 3,000 people watching him. Right
Lower than even what I said.
God. What?
Wow.
Started streaming 2 hours ago. Is he
multi-streaming? 2 hours too? Oh shit.
I'm sure he has.
He's multi-streaming. It's probably somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure he has a ton of people over on Twitch. But the fact that he has 23 million subscribers on YouTube and 3,000 people watching.
Yeah, that's wow.
Wow.
Where's Joy?
Shocking.
I'm going to go see what he's got on Twitch.
Wow.
Right. That's a big wow. Thank you, Joy. That's amazing.
Smart. I don't remember.
Yeah. But
Whatever.
yeah.
He's got 9,000 viewers on Twitch right now. 9,000.
Yeah, well, that's a far cry from the 60 and 70,000 he used to have. But once again, you can see the characters here. I mean, these are, fucking hard asses, and this is upsetting to people. This really is makes people upset. So, or at least that person upset. So, look, we're gonna keep this person who is really upset on Steam making statements like this. Let's just keep them in our prayers, guys. And really, really pray for them that they can get through such a horrendous game that breaks down and probably will kill trans people, most likely. I think that's what we know about Marvel Rivals, that people will die because of this game. Yeah.
Its existence is violent. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true, and this is something we all need to reckon with it with our life. So Marvel Rivals equals violence. Congratulations. Yeah.
It must
That'll
be hard
be
to exist in the same world as that.
That'll be the title of this video. Marvel Rivals kills trans people.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Israel came in with the $50 super chat. Wow, that's spectacular, guys. Says Craig nailed it. Great read, Craig. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I'm gonna do my best to make our way through Israel. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you very much. And Blue Shell says there's walking trees, dog, sharks, and black women. A black woman storm had a big buff in season 1 patch. What other diversity do you want? That's right. Wait, they're fucking dog sharks and walking trees. It's like everything you want.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do we have any super chats for Mally Blabs? So we need to.
Let's see. Oh, so this one's a great one for Craig. While I look for them. Okay, I'll read it. Will it be a show tomorrow morning? I figured I'd ask. Love you guys. Yes, there will be.
Why would there not be a show tomorrow?
Because when you were advertising the Real Game Awards, some people were confused.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. To be clear, yes, that is an evening thing. There will be a regular side scrollers. And then immediately after that, I'm going to set up the stream for the evening show. The evening show is the Real Game Awards at 7 o'clock Central Time. So gather around. And by the way, anybody who wants to co-stream it, you want to do reactions to it, go crazy. Do it on your channels. Watch it. That's totally cool. You want to do reactions to it on X, use the hashtag, the Real Game Awards, and you'll see it during the show. So make sure you guys are here. It's gonna be really, really fun. Total runtime for the entire show, just over 50 minutes. 50 minutes for the entire thing. You'd probably be hanging out watching us longer than that. So what else do we have?
This one from Allie is based. Blabs is based. Craig is based. America is based. Also, who's ready for Doom: The Dark Ages revealed tomorrow? Christ is Lord. Yes, that there's also Doom. It leaked for, I think, was it May 15th release date or something like that? I think. Don't quote me. I think that was everything directly from Mally. Although this one counts, I guess. Harry Potter fans are like Hoyoverse and Blizzard fans. They hate the company but gives money to them without question because neurons activate.
Yeah, true.
Well, I won't say no. But I don't hate the company that much, and I don't hate J.K. Rowling. So I think that is actually all from Mally.
Okay, well then let's give Mally the opportunity to bounce, and then we'll finish up with those super chats. So Mally, you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, if you guys like my stuff and want to see more live streaming from me, I'm going to be live on my own Rumble channel here in just an hour. I will be live on Rumble and Locals. You can also follow me on X, where, just like they said, you can find out when I'm going to be on the show, as well as all kinds of other fun interactions, because I love to stir the pot on the internet. And yeah, guys, that's it.
Love it. All right, you guys can find Mally on links are down below in the description. So you guys can find over there. Mally, appreciate you for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love ya.
Thank you, Mally.
Montez! See ya.
Bye.
All right, let's get to these super chats here, Blast. Fire away.
Okie dokies. Magnum says, how dare you use poor and destitute Brazilian children who are only trying to sing their way out of poverty to promote your channel? Okay.
Listen, we will leverage all poor Brazilian children to grow our channel, and that includes Dan Vass.
Oh, that's right, Dan Vass. I was really confused for a second there. I'm like, what the hell did we talk about today? Soul Silver says, it's like what happened to Blizzard, where they replaced 1 to 2, but eventually returned to 1 and resigned soon after. I feel this is going to get worse. Elaine says, I was mildly curious about the Grunegate circular firing squad and started searching on X to see what was going on. 5 minutes later, I got bored. Preach. Modest says, Blabs, me, Amici, which is the wrong grammar, sorry. I'm sorry about Craig playing the mailman clip. I thought it was just a pig. Also, DEI must die. Never forget that bridge is a thing now. Correct. Thank you. B. Barrett says, yeah, mama's so fat. Dementor, demeanor? I think it's supposed to be a Dementor. Wasn't able to eat her soul in a single sitting. Lol.
Damn.
Stallmark says, in 24 hours, we had big wins that plagued us for years. Yeah. Miku says, RPG is the gateway. It's fictional, bigot. Joey says, Craig, you don't need to explain yourself about a whole Grunegate situation. People who keep asking you about it are just trying to farm for drama.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing is, like, if we truly were like a drama channel, we would be all up on that shit, right? Because it is something that people, I just don't care. Like, we talk about the things we care about on this channel and this show. So, like, if I really wanted to go in, like we could do that, but I just don't, you know.
Max says the game devs will switch back to 2 gender as long as they can say it's out of their control. The leadership is cowards and probably know it will help. Darth says meritocratic states of America. That one hurt my head. Thank you. Useless Gamer says in video games they want body type A or B, but on passports, driving license, etc., they want male or female. They don't know what they want. Well, they're trying to be able to swap it too. Alex just sent nothing. Thank you very much, Alex.
Oh, Alex.
Allison says turtleneck season is in full effect down south. Stay warm. Dirt is King says Blabs is a Zoomer. Earlier Zoomer, but Zoomer nonetheless. This is a millennial-free podcast then. Well, Mally's a little bit younger than me. What'd she say she was? She's a Zoomer too, I guess? I don't even know. I don't follow these things. There's always different cutoffs. Kyle says the most disappointing thing about Halo Infinite for me was I couldn't pick male or female gender. Both had a different aesthetic to them. Mm-hmm. Spoon says Sex with Hitler has currently 16 players. When your game is beaten by Hitler, you know you've got problems. True. Mercy says, and the award for Best Lead Actor Oscar goes to opens envelope Stuttering Craig. Round of applause. Thanks very much. That hurt to read. Nathan says, Space Marine 2, one of the best games of last year, is basically old school Halo, Gears of War mixed with Doom. Maybe that's what gamers actually want. Yeah, I hear great things about Space Marine. Camtown Down. Howdy. Oh, wait, that's Cam. Hi. Bentley for 5 says, to make y'all feel old, the song 1985 was released 20 years ago, and it was sung about a year that was 20 years from the time it was released.
Yep.
Crosslord says, new Montez animation idea. Have her get crushed by the plane from the plane talk stinger. Oh my god. We were not playing the plane talk thing out of respect to South Korea. That's why we haven't done plane talk in a while, guys. Just so you know. We were trying to be nice. Gear says, just like with the Elon Musk salute, never play stupid games to win stupid prizes. Blue Shell says, almost forgot, there's an interracial couple you play as too. Plenty of diversity in Marvel Rivals. Corona says, tomorrow's the last chance to have to play the clip of Kershaw saying, to watch the Real Game Awards, are you gay? Well, actually, it was been scheduled for about a month now on Opus, and it will be playing tonight.
Excellent.
I'm ahead of the game. Bike Shorts says, boobs.
Thank you.
That's terrifying, apparently. Gear says, speaking of Highverse, breaking news suggestion next stream. English VA Zach Acula traumatized after finding out his characters were left unvoiced. Wait, what?
Oh. Okay.
Traumatized? Listen, Zach Acula, he's fine. Don't worry about him.
Delta says, yes, Blabs. Turkey sandwich is lame.
You're lame.
Much like a porn addict, I need spice, although a ham sandwich is nice too with some spicy mustard. Just saying.
I don't want to talk to this man.
No. Chat, who's wrong here? I'm just saying, turkey's pretty mid. And we'll leave
the
you
one
with
who
that.
says mid a lot is the most middest of them all.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're implying, Blabs?
Correct.
Okay, sounds good. Well, this is a mid show with a mid host and a mid producer. Congratulations.
The mid producer differs.
All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. We appreciate you guys popping in. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Once again, big day, the Real Game Awards. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Looking forward to that. You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.